This is Nick Nielsen, Mad Scientist of Muscle, and what I've got for you today here is a quick rundown on a new supplement that I've been testing out called LyfeFuel. Now this is their daily all-in-one essentials shake, and here's a quick close-up, extreme close-up view of it. Now the package that I've got here is chocolate flavored, and what I'm going to do here is kind of go through basically what my experience is with this and some of the ingredients that are in here that I think are really standout ingredients and the overall formulation quality. Now, in terms of flavor, this is a really good product. I really like the flavor of this. Now, because it is a vegetarian, vegan-based formula, it's not going to be as smooth as like a whey protein. You're using yellow pea flour, and the other protein source is so you get pea protein and organic rice protein are the two different proteins. Because they're vegan protein sources, you do need to combine them in order to get a complete profile of amino acids. So that's one thing that I like about this product is it is plant-based protein. If that's kind of your focus on your diet, it's fine if you're not eating plant-based. You can absolutely use this and get good benefits from it. I'm not, a vegetarian or vegan by any stretch of the means, and I do like this product. So it does have, like I said, the two different proteins in here. It gives it kind of a little bit of it's weird, like a gritty but smooth taste. So anytime I found that I've taken vegan protein sources, there is a little bit more grit to them than like a whey protein or casein protein. This has that, but it's not off-putting, I found, in any way. So it's a very good formulation, and I like what they've done with it. Now, this is kind of set up like a meal replacement supplement. So different than some meal replacements in that it's also low carb, keto friendly, gluten free, soy free, and all that. So it's something that you can take literally on any diet, and especially if you're vegetarian or vegan, it can be tougher to find low carb options that have good protein sources and a lot of nutrition in them. And that's kind of what this product is all about. You're getting good protein and you're getting a lot of nutrients in here. And that's specifically if you're on a fat loss diet, you need protein and you need the micronutrients like vitamins, minerals, superfoods, that kind of thing, to really help support your body as you're doing a low calorie, low carb, or whatever low fat diet. Now, what I like about this is, and I'll kind of zoom in on the ingredients list here. I won't wave it around, but basically it's got some different focuses. In addition to the vitamins and minerals, it's also got probiotics, antioxidants, super greens, digestive enzymes, and some very specific vitamins and minerals that fill in nutritional gaps that you might have kind of, if you're not taking a multivitamin, this is kind of going to replace that multivitamin. So going to run down some of the ingredients in here. Now, one of the standouts in here is the vitamin B12. Now, there's a lot of in here, and it's like, what did I say, 20,000% of the RDA, which being a B vitamin is something that is just going to get flushed through if there's any excess. But this is the methylated form of B12, meaning it's more absorbable by your body. Mostly what you'll see is cobalamin, cyanocobalamin in a lot of formulations, and that's not bad. It's not going to fill you up with cyanide, but it's also not as absorbable. So this is going to give you kind of a benefit with that. One of the things that jumped out at me here in terms of standout minerals is magnesium. There's actually 200 milligrams of magnesium in this supplement, which normally when you're getting these all-in-one supplements, you don't get anywhere near that. It's usually like 30 or 40 milligrams. So this is actually a really good serving of magnesium, and magnesium is something that a lot of people are lacking in. Unless you take a specific magnesium supplement or you focus on eating a lot of Brazil nuts or something like that, you're going to have kind of lower magnesium levels in your diet, and you could have, a borderline deficiency, which can cause muscle cramps and, poor sleep. So that kind of thing. That's what makes one of this formulation very impressive to me, is that they've actually looked at the science of nutrition and looked at some of the gaps that a lot of people will have in their diet. So kind of running down through the list here. Alkalizing super greens, you give spirulina, kale, kelp, chlorella, and a few more other ones in there. Now, in my opinion, the alkalizing thing is a bit kind of overdone. you're not going to alkalize your body because your body is very good at maintaining pH balance in your system. So, are these bad things? Absolutely not. There's great nutrition in them here. But as far as, turning your body into an alkaline situation, it's not going to make that big of a difference in terms of your pH in your body. So, but, there's so many products that claim to do stuff like that. I literally drink, alkalizing pH water, and it doesn't affect your bloodstream pH at all. Now, going through the list, berry blend, just your basic fruits like strawberry, blueberry, sour cherry fruit, European elderberry. There's some good, basically powder fruits in here. The probiotics has got a pretty good spectrum in here. There's, I think, it looks like 4 different probiotics in there. I'm not sure if their delivery mechanism is more than just like powdered probiotics. So in terms of that, you do have to take that with a grain of salt in terms of delivery, because unless there's a way to get those probiotics through the stomach, the really harsh acidic environment of the stomach, are some of them going to get through? Yes. Are all of them going to get through? No. But that's kind of something you run into with any probiotic product, unless it's specifically designed to deliver through the stomach. But good to have it in, absolutely. The organic greens blend, like I said, there's a bunch of really good greens in here. One of the really nice ones here is a dandelion leaf, which is a really good diuretic, which helps to stabilize blood pressure as well. So this isn't going to tank your blood pressure. So if you do have any blood pressure issues or take blood pressure medication, don't worry about taking this stuff. It's going to be just fine. Enzyme blend. So digestive enzymes are a big one for me. In my experience, as you get older, I'm 51 right now. Once I turned 40, I found that my digestive system was starting to get less efficient. So taking digestive enzymes was a big thing for me, and I still do that to this day. I take a variety of digestive enzymes. I've tried a bunch of different products. This has a good blend of some basic digestive enzymes included in there, so it's going to help you digest this product. So you got the amylase, cellulase, lactase, lipase, and protease, which are going to, basically help you digest carbs, fats, and proteins, as well as just in general everything that's in here. So it is a good overall blend. And one thing I just remembered here, which I saw in the last bit, was vitamin K2. And this has the M7 version of vitamin K2, which is actually the better version of it. There's also the MK4 version, which is more synthetic. This version is, as is according to my research at least, a more absorbable and more effective version of K2. So, in addition to being basically an overall multivitamin and quality protein product, it is designed with nutrition in mind. So this is something that I can definitely recommend very highly. I've been testing this out. Is it going to be like the greatest thing that's going to instantly energize you? Maybe. It could be. If you're lacking in some of these nutrients, this is something that can really make a difference in you. Specifically, if you're kind of on a lower calorie or reduced carb diet, this can be very beneficial as far as helping to fill any nutritional gaps, providing nutritional insurance as you're working towards reducing fat, reducing body fat, I should say. Now, as I said, one of the biggest things on this is it's plant-based. This can be used by people who are not vegan. It can be used by people who are vegetarian and vegan, and it's going to be just fine. So overall, I really like this product. I'll give you another close-up on here. It's called LyfeFuel. It's got no artificial anything. Everything is naturally derived. And I think it's an overall very high quality product and something I can recommend without any reservation whatsoever.